By the time Roger Federer stepped out for Sunday night's climactic final rubber of the Laver Cup, he was already in a no-lose situation. Either he was going to score the win that carried Team Europe to overall victory, or Nick Kyrgios would defeat him to set up a potentially thrilling, sudden death doubles to decide this inaugural edition's outcome. As it turned out, Federer had it both ways, stealing a pulsating 4-6, 7-6, 11-9 win over the mercurial Australian for a final scoreline of Europe 15, the world 9, saving a match point to boot. Nothing can go wrong this year for the 36-year-old golden balls of tennis.People will debate the status of this event, whether it can gain more than an exhibition status, but the players' actions spoke louder than words. Kyrgios was in tears at the end, having blown an 8-5 lead in the champions' tiebreak. Rafael Nadal looked in danger of chewing his own knuckles off, so fervently did he watch and support his old rival from the sidelines. He is either a very good actor or he really cared. Another fascinating distraction was the raging desire of one captain, John McEnroe, on one side of the umpire's chair, and the comparatively Sphinx-like behavior of Bjorn Borg on the other. Time will tell how big the Laver Cup will become, said Federer afterwards. It was like a fairy tale for all of us, or for me at least. At the end, there was pressure having to prove that the event is successful. The only way it was ever going to be successful is if the players cared.And they did.I. think you saw it. Chicago was announced as the venue for next year, as Europe will host alternately. It's been a wonderful journey. I just hope to leave a legacy behind, not for me personally but just for the game, said the Swiss. His analysis of the event was hard to dispute, even if he has a huge vested interest as its promoter with, among others, his management company. The presentation was undeniably superb in an arena packed to its 16,000 capacity, with Tennis Australia, another of his partners in the enterprise, giving it the full treatment that has made their domestic Grand Slam such a success. McEnroe described it an absolutely awesome event. But what gave it credibility and hoped to establish itself as something akin to golf's Ryder Cup was the attitude of the two teams. Far from having the feel of hit-and-giggle, every rubber was keenly contested. The albeit overmatched world team, 5 of whom were North Americans, appeared highly motivated to put one over the continent that has been the cradle of champions for most of this century. Whether this exceeding of initial expectations will be enough to find accommodation and recognition from the ATP Tour and International Tennis Federation remains to be seen. They will not be putting any of the results down in any official record books, while Wimbledon will be left to ponder its hitherto skeptical attitude towards an event that is undoubtedly a disruptor. At the very least, it should focus minds on enhancements required for the Davis Cup and the procession of the ATP tournaments that make up the bulk of the season, and, it should be said, keep most professionals in work. What it certainly showed is that the team format is underutilized by the sport.The atmosphere was excellent, although it was still not the equal of the Davis Cup final at the same stadium 5 years ago, when the Czech Republic beat Spain. The Laver Cup could have been one-sided, and the avoidance of that was partly down to the doubles prowess of Jack Sock, who helped keep the world within striking distance. He and John Isner won Sunday's opening doubles. Isner then produced one of the best performances of his career to beat a slightly sluggish Nadal 7-5, 7-6, and give Kyrgios the chance of leveling the match score at 12-12, thanks to the excessive weight given to matches on the closing day. Federer has been doing 18-hour shifts all week on various fronts here, yet he still found the energy to fight back and defeat the enigmatic Kyrgios, who seems only to give full rein to his extravagant talent when placed in a team environment. If there might be concern for his event, for the whole sport in fact, is how the void that he and Nadal's eventual